So thanks for coming. It's our first cooking class of the month. It is March 10th, 2022. We're so glad you're here. Who here has had our Sunny Honey Vinaigrette in the dining room? All right, no? Oh, I'm gonna make some for you to try. Hopefully you try it. So, the reason why we call it Sunny Honey is we have sunflower seeds. That's the sunny part. So sunflower seeds. Hi, welcome, come on in. I'll slow it down a little bit. So sunflower seeds, sunny honey, right? Sunflower, sun.
Yeah.
What's the next word in that, sunny honey? Honey, exactly. So the name comes from sunflower seeds and honey. Sunny honey. Kind of play on the words. Took a page out of Sarah's book, who's absolutely incredible at the wordplay. We got the ingredients up here. This is modification. We obviously, when I do it for you guys in the dining room, it's a little bit larger. It's a little bit larger endeavor. I do make small batches. I never make large batches because I want to make sure it makes me make it more, but it's consistent and fresh every single day. I never let it go longer than 2 days. That's why sometimes you come there and say, hey, you have that Sunny Honey Vinaigrette? We don't, but we're gonna make it tomorrow. So some of those times I will never, I don't want to serve you something that I'm not proud of. So that's one of those things that I'm trying to work on. So here we go. You ready to make some Sunny Honey Vinaigrette?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to try not to stand in the way here. Actually, I probably don't have a choice, so let's get right into it. So you got the handy dandy blender here. Nothing fancy about that. Just a good old blender. Okay. Start with the honey. Okay. You always start with the honey because you want to build a base around this. This is where all your flavors are going to come from. This beautiful, try to get organic honey. It makes a world of difference, okay? So as far as the amounts, this is a good amount. Would you mind going back one? Mm-hmm. So this is a good amount for you guys at home. This is a good for your family, for your husband, for your wife, daughters, children, everybody. It's a good amount for you guys. So I'm gonna make a little bit modified version of this, okay? So I'm just gonna talk way through how I usually do it every other day. So honey, probably about, I usually do about a cup and a half of honey, a good amount, because you want it to be really, really thick, right? And then as you thin it out, you're gonna be able to control how thick it's gonna be. So about there. Does everybody see that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do the sunflowers last. We put that right over here. Okay. Next we have a little bit of black pepper. Just a little bit of taste. Probably I usually just say a pinch. It's hard to, really regulate like a teaspoon or a tablespoon. I think just a good pinch. Nothing crazy. Just a little bit. Get rid of that. It's very important to use granulated garlic, okay? The flavors are much more robust. You don't want to put fresh garlic in there. You can. Completely different flavor though, okay? Because you're gonna have the garlic oil. It's gonna be a little bit more infused. This is a dry product, so this is gonna be way better. So granulated garlic, okay? Same amount, about a pinch and a half of granulated garlic. Throw that in there. Okay. Salt. Kosher salt is always best. Iodized is more confined and is going to give you a lot higher sodium levels. This I can control it a little bit more how much I'm actually going to put in. This is about a half a pinch. Not much, half a pinch. Kosher salt, okay? Okay. All right, next we'll come over here. Originally when I made this recipe I was using lemon juice, but I found out that lime juice is actually a lot better in this product. So I switched it over to lime juice recently and I like the way it tastes a lot better. So with this you're probably just gonna do, if you're lucky enough to get the bottle with the squirt top on top, probably about 6 drops or about a tablespoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's that. That's why I brought towels. All right, so we got everybody in the pool pretty much so far our last 2 ingredients, okay? The last 3 actually. So, honey, lime juice, salt, pepper, granulated garlic. Everybody's in the pool, everybody's happy, ready for everybody else to jump in, okay? All right, so apple cider vinegar, excuse me. You can do it with regular vinegar. This is where you want to be though, apple cider vinegar, okay? So remember the amount of honey that we put in? About a cup or so, you know? You're gonna want to do about a quarter cup of vinegar, okay? About a quarter cup. So a good way to do it is, I usually look at the amount of honey that I put in, and I can visualize about a quarter of that is going to be vinegar, the amount of vinegar I'm going to put in. So that's that. Okay, so you ready to make some loud noise?
Sure.
All right, so everybody's in there. You're going to give this an initial pulse. If your mixer has 2 different levels or 3 different levels, you want to always keep it on low. You don't want to go too hot, because if you go too hot with the mixer will actually heat something up and it'll break, it'll separate, and you won't have a good product. So put your towel right over there. Always make sure your blender's working properly, like mine is not right now. All right, that should do it. There we go. You're emulsifying the honey, the vinegar, you're bringing all those things together first, okay? You're gonna notice everything is gonna go from the wall in, which means it's gonna be thinner on the outside. The liquid's gonna be thinner on the outside and thicker in the middle. You can start adding your oil once everything is emulsified into one, okay? So we're almost there. Okay, so now we're there. Oil. This is good, just good old vegetable oil. You can use olive oil. Again, it'll change the flavor of it, okay? So I just use a little bit of olive or vegetable oil is what I use. Canola oil is fine. Okay. You gotta go slow. Really, really slow when you do this, okay? If you don't, you're gonna separate it. Oil and water, oil and vinegar, let you go slow. Really slow. I'm literally dropping, let's put droplets in. Eventually it's gonna come to the thickness of like a pudding, almost. Once you hit that pudding consistency, you know you have to go just a little bit farther and you're almost there. So we'll let it catch up for a second. Alright, we're almost there. Should have worn my wipers. See how long it takes? You gotta go slow. You can't go fast. And as far as the oil, I probably should have mentioned that part. A cup of honey, a quarter cup of the vinegar, half a cup of oil. Always use those quarter intervals. That's gonna help you. I'm gonna go a little bit more. I'm gonna stop and look at it. Okay. Oh, 15 more seconds. It's done. Okay. I can tell by it's the way that the consistency is. Again, easiest way to tell, see if something's thick enough. I didn't grab a regular spoon, but you grab a spoon, okay? You coat the spoon, you shake off the excess, okay? You want to coat the back of the spoon completely, okay? Then you grab the spoon, you blow on it. And when you blow on it, if those ripples stay, the ripples stay tight once you blow on them, you know it's consistent enough and it's thick enough to where it needs to be. If when you blow on it just goes everywhere, it's not quite there. This is ready to go. Okay, so a little bit of chives at the end, okay? Dry chives. You can use fresh again if you want to. I like to use dry because, you know, it hangs out for a day or two when I'm making it. So a lot of the fresh stuff, I just get kind of leery holding on to really anything more than a day when it comes to fresh stuff. With the dry stuff, you know, you really can for about a day or two. I feel comfortable with it. It's a good flavor. So you're gonna toss a little bit of those dry chives in there. Probably, let's go back to that pinch method. Probably about a pinch and a half. Kind of desire where you want the chives to be. Okay, after those chives have been in there. Very important to toast your sunflower seeds. Toast them. Dry pan, no oil, nothing. Low heat, toast, okay? I will highly recommend, obviously we can't, through the power of television, we can't do the toast and let it sit overnight. So, but when you do it at home, toast it, throw them in there warm. Because the natural oils of those sunflowers are gonna come out and it's gonna go into that vinaigrette. Such a better product, okay? So you're gonna toast them, throw them in. I should have brought another bowl.
How are you toasting them?
Just in a regular saute pan. Saute pan with just dry, yeah, no oil, no butter, no nothing. You're just getting them really warm. Till, you know, golden brown. But watch out, once those get hot, they'll take right off because there's natural oils in sunflower seeds. So once it takes off, it can really go from 0 to 60 really fast. So obviously you want to try all your food. And that, my friends, is Sunny Honey Vinaigrette. You guys have any questions? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. If you have any questions, now's your time. Or if you want to just try it, I brought cups down for everybody to try it too. Yes, you did.
Is there any way you can figure out the nutrition value of it?
Be more than happy to do that today for you. Actually, no problem whatsoever. It's a really good
If
question.
it really tastes good, I would love to have it.
Yeah, it'll be low. I'll make sure to get that done for you. Hey,
Hi, what kind of oil did you use?
I use,
Vegetable oil?
yeah, you can just use vegetable oil. Yep, a good vegetable oil, canola oil is fine. Something light in color. Yeah,
I'm gonna get a printout of the ingredients for you guys.
Oh, good. Oh, that was my next
Yeah.
question. Thank you, Sarah.
So, yeah, Sarah's on it. So, you guys have any other questions for me? Anything at all?
What was your ratio, Jim? You said
Yeah.
water, honey, half vinegar?
Yeah. So, I'll go through it. So, it's about a cup of honey, okay? About a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, and then about a half a cup, give or take, of oil.
So it's not half and half.
It's not half and half, it's those quarter intervals. But again, you're gonna be able to, when you make this, you're gonna be able to see it and see the consistency. You're gonna be able to play with it and see where it's good for you. That's the great thing about food. You can all change it and do it exactly the way that you want to do it. You can do less oil, you can do more oil. If you want it thicker, you want it thinner. If it gets to a point where it's too thick, you can always hit it with a little bit of water, but don't go too crazy with the water because there's vinegar in there and it separates. So, how about let's try some Sunny Honey Vinaigrette? You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.